This is actually the Awfully Sudden Death of Martha G.
Or Just Awfully Sudden.
Or Just Awfully Sudden.
Yes.
Here we go. Yes. We can lead with that. Can you talk about the name of your band, please?
Yeah, so it's a long, drawn-out story. So if you need to go get a beverage or go to the bathroom, this is probably the perfect time to do it. The name started Awfully Sudden Death of Martha G. It was from an excerpt from Jane Eyre from Charlotte Bronte. And the basic backstory for me is I'm kind of mocking myself when I came up with the name because I was watching a lot of romantic comedies at the time, and they all made...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which ones? Wait, I want to know which ones.
What's the one with, oh, damn, I wasn't prepared for this question.
When Harry Met Sally?
Did they reference that?
I don't know.
It seemed like every romantic comedy over the last 5 years was referencing this particular book, and I thought to myself, like, what's so great about Charlotte Bronte? What's so great about Jane Eyre? I hadn't read it yet. So I read it, and I was reading, and there's a story within the context of that book, which is Jane Eyre, who's an orphan living with her aunt, who's not particularly fond of her, and she calls a priest over, and he brings this book and has her read its pamphlet of stories, and there's a particular story in that called The Untimely Death of Martha G, or The Awfully Sudden Death of Martha G. And it's all about a little girl who lied too much and then died suddenly and went to hell before she had a chance to repent from her sins. And I thought that was pretty good. But a nice twist of that is because it's really all bound up in me watching too many romantic comedies.
So you're going to go to hell too.
I'm probably going to go to hell too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't tell you about that.
Whatever that is. See you there, buddy.
We don't tell a lot of people this story because, like I said, one, it's a little boring, and two, it's a little self-effacing.
Yeah.
I'm glad I made you tell it.
Thank you.
I bet you're glad too.
Yeah.
So anyways, we shortened the name just to Awfully Sudden because it was just a bit ridiculous.
Well, part of that and also because every time you would go after a show and someone would be like, you guys were great, what were you called again?
Yeah.
You're like, The Awfully Sudden Death of Martha G. And they would say, wait,
Yeah.
wait,
They
what?
go, Martha Stewart, why? You big fans or something?
No, clearly not.
Yeah, then they walk away. They're like,
Right.
Martha Stewart band.
It's way too much for a drunk person to remember, so we shortened it to Awfully Sudden.
It's nice of you to cater to the drunks.
Yeah, well...
What a nice guy.
It's a
We're going
large...
to hell for that,
It's
too.
a large demographic for us, so...
Let's see. You've got an EP release.
We do.
And it's a free show, so no reason not to go.
Mm-hmm.
That rhymed accidentally. Yes. On October 17th, a Friday at the Paragon. Who else is playing that show?
We have two other bands playing with us. We have Dogstrom is going to play first, and then the Poe Brothers are going to play second, and then we're going on after them.
Yeah, we played with them before at Hard Rock Cafe. They put on a pretty good show.
Yeah, the Poe Brothers are awesome. Both bands are awesome.
Yeah.
We're going to be about 3.5 hours of music that night.
Mm-hmm.
There's never
straight through.
Yeah,
no one's allowed to leave. Once you enter, that's it. You have to stay until the very end, and then there will be a 15-minute survey afterwards,
which I'll be running.
Yeah.
In my bad things underwear.
Followed by a yes or no survey. I think was like a multiple choice question.
And a game of Twister, right?
And a game of Twister.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm really going for. Not the music or the survey.
Actually, in place of the mosh pit, we will have a game of Twister going on in front. If there are too many people, we'll bring an extra mat just in case we need 2 games of Twister going on.
You know what we need? I once saw a short-lived version of Twister, an advertisement online that it squirted water up from the mat while you were playing. I wonder why that didn't take off for the kids.
So it's kind of like a bidet.
Yeah.
In mat form.
Or like mud wrestling with water and kids slipping all over each other.
Yeah.
It's like really quality
because if
stuff.
there's anything anyone wants to see, it's mud wrestling with children.
Exactly.
That's not the most
we have so
awkward
much
thing
in
I've ever heard in
common.
my life at all.
I want to see that.
No.
No? Okay.
That's scary.
All right, then I will have to take back your Christmas present.
Okay.
Slippers it again, it is.
Well, I'm a Jehovah's Witness, so I would have had to return it anyway.
Oh, okay. I have to go. So the Christmas Party is the EP name, right?
Yes.
The Christmas Party EP.
4 songs.
4 songs.
4
How many
songs.
dollars?
5, I believe.
5 or 7. probably
5 or 1,000. You know.
Yeah, we chose the Paragon partially because there's never a cover up there. So instead of paying cover, you can just grab your copy of the EP that night.
Right, it's like getting it for free.
See a free show.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And of course, they expect you to drink something while you're there.
Of course. Do they serve Slurpees? Because that's what I'm gonna want.
Do they serve Slurpees?
Somebody should get on
They
that.
do not.
I haven't gotten one, but we should look into that.
They do now.
Yeah.
Because we know someone on the
Zero.
inside.
Slush puppies.
No blenders.
We'll see something about making it a margarita party.
Okay.
And strawberry margaritas particularly.
Right.
Because they're just better,
Are they?
I think.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is going to be a good show. We got a lot of people coming, and it's going to be a good party.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be
we
there.
want everybody to come to the Paragon October 17th.
Put on extra deodorant because you're going to get a little sweaty.
Right. And it's good. Names.
tip.
Let's do names. Names.
Danny, the drummer.
My name is Sean. I play guitar.
Luke, and I play bass.
My name's Patrick, I guess.
You play the ladies.
That's right.
Right. I mean, an instrument shaped like a woman.
It is very
You've
shaped
all
like my
noticed that.
instrument.
That's
Yeah.
we all know what that's about.
Has the hourglass figure.
Just like mine.
Yeah.
Identical.
And me too. I have my mother's hips.
Her child parents.
That's right.
Sorry, his mother. I didn't mean that. Let's see. You've been together since 2010-ish.
Yeah.
In some way.
Been that long? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, some of us have. It started off with him and myself. We met at a happy hour, which is the way most people in Seattle meet, I think. And,
Not on Match.com.
No.
Close.
Tinder.
That's the other
It
way.
was pretty romantic.
It was. He actually did slide me his number on a piece of paper from across the bar. He's like, oh,
And he
play some
called.
Music.
I didn't think he was going to call.
Yeah.
You never think they do.
Yeah.
If you're me, they never do.
You got to get the number yourself, usually.
Yeah.
It's the important part of any relationship is that you should always feel lucky to be with that person. And for a while, Sean felt lucky to be with me.
What
And,
happened? But then you had to bring in other people because it wasn't
Now
special
he's married and
anymore.
it's
That's
awkward.
yeah. And now there are 4 of us. So
The makings of a sitcom, I think.
I think so.
Move over
Yeah. Our
2.5 men.
more modern family.
Yeah, that's a really good. Okay. So that's the story of how you got together, and you guys just don't count, I guess.
No.
Yeah, we all met on.
I was bartending, and him and his wife just moved back from Germany, and they were eating, and I just started playing guitar a couple years prior and wanted to start jamming a little bit. And he just started telling me he was looking to start a band, and
Yeah. And anybody knows anything about me knows that I love to jam because I'm awesome at it. or the antithesis of that, I'm horrible at jamming. But Luke, you're sweating a lot. I noticed. Are you nervous?
Yeah, dude, it's hot. It's hot in here.
So somebody asked you. He didn't even ask you if it was hot in here. He asked you if you were nervous.
Well, yeah, and it's hot in
Yeah,
here.
I'm hot, and I want a sandwich. You're right. And then you can sit up and walk out.
Dude, I'm done.
Sit on him, quick. Let me see. You have other albums. You have another album from last year. Do you guys feel any difference or hear a lot of difference between what you did
Yeah.
with the EP and the other albums?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
What do you feel there?
Well, for one, Dan wasn't on the last album. He
or the
just
one
joined the
before
band.
that. This is our 16th drummer. Yeah, but seriously, our 5th drummer.
So, yeah. It's like this is Spinal Tap. You know how they just go through the whole history of drummers. It seems like that some of them have spontaneously combusted. Some of them have moved to Siberia. Many other things, but Dan has been with us for this album and just as we were recording the last album. And I think it's interesting, and we noticed this that we've been booked a lot recently with bands that kind of have a country sound to them. And I was like, that's really interesting. I wonder why. And then I listened to our first album again. I was like, oh yeah, because we used to be kind of sort of country a little bit.
You were using that for booking, and they were just hearing the first thing on the site or something.
I don't know.
Like,
maybe.
we'll put him with Uncle Paw Pal and his banjo. And you're like,
Right. We're like, wow, we don't play a lot of country music anymore. I mean, we dip our toes in many different
got about one
waters.
country song right now.
Yeah. We have our hands in many different pots, as you might say, but we don't really play a lot of country music anymore. It seems like we've gotten progressively heavier and heavier as time has gone by.
Little
Probably
more punk.
because I exercise a lot less.
A
and drink
lot more punk.
Yeah, a lot more.
Oh, I mean the music is also heavier.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks.
We were also younger at the time.
Yeah, I tried describing you guys to some people after I saw the show at Nectar, and I wanted to, get people to go to the EP
Yeah.
release, and it's like one of those things, the sad irony of like, if you really like a band and then you try and describe it, you're just like, it's like trying to tell someone else's story with a punchline that you can't remember. You're just like, I'm screwing this all up, or like trying to like do a movie scene from a movie on your own, and then everyone's like, I don't get it. Was that funny? I was like, it was great.
Yeah.
It was like pop punk, but it wasn't. But it was like really loud. The timing was really good, and I'm just like, I'm getting vaguer and vaguer. Like this isn't exciting at all. What am I saying?
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that you guys, I totally heard the little bits of lots of different genres snuck in, even sometimes like in the middle of a song, where it just would come in out of nowhere. And then the song would go back to what it was sounding like, but you would sneak in these nice little gems that were like, but just kidding, what kind of music do you really think this is? And I love
Punk to
that.
reggae, back to punk.
Right. And one of our songs we play reggae. We play a little old school punk. We play a little bit of country funk there. Just sort of whatever seems fun at the time. Yeah. I'm about to throw up. I'm sorry.
Oh really?
Please don't do
Right here. That's where everyone
Little
does.
higher.
Yeah, while making eye contact if
I
you
don't
can.
think I could
That's
actually.
my favorite.
If I was, this couch is. Well, two
Like that, right? That's the best. If you've never done it,
I've never-
ask your wife.
I never
if
have.
you can.
Two things. It's super hard to make eye contact while you're doing
I know, it takes practice. You have to
Yeah.
practice what I'm saying.
Dad knows about this, and the other part is this couch is so deep. I don't think I could actually make it past my knees. It would be one of the most interesting thrill obsessions on film.
You'll have to
of
come
all
back
time.
when you're sick, and we'll just give it a try.
Yeah. Well, interview me again later. This is my 2.5 beer.
Okay, we'll do that.
Oh, nice.
Okay, we're gonna go now to the more music parts of the show.
So
but
long.
you guys are gonna play, and I'm so excited. So
Yeah.
stay
We are
for
excited
that,
as well.
please.
Yes.
And we're gonna
And not
have
just
one
about
more
the music.
interview. All right, we'll see you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Yes.